leadership style is saying, do we take a more directive approach? Or is it going to be supportive, participative, or a delegated approach? In terms of what path goal theory is saying. So you explain that. So you've explained that, you've understood it. The next thing you do is to what?
Case study, example.
Good. You apply it to the case study. So given the situation of an overnight move, where you're re-merchandising all the food in a Tesco store, because they do this once every 6 months, what type, firstly, let's take the task. Is the task clear? What's the goal?
You've got a time frame to relocate the
Good. You've got a specific time frame from 12 to 5 to re-merchandise everything before this and have everything cleaned, all the promotional material up, and the store's ready to open at 8 o'clock, okay, or 9 o'clock, whatever time the store opens. Do you know your staff? Yes. You know what about the staff? You know how they work, who's coming in, their abilities, have they done the move before, are they section coordinators, they know, do they know, or are they new, or are they brand new? You know everything about your staff. So, given this situation, that you've got experienced staff coming in, and you've got the appropriate staff coming in, what type of leadership style should, according to path goal theory, do you think we might adopt? Good. Delegating. Delegating, which the leader encourages performance and excellence and exhibits confidence in the ability of subordinates to meet the goals. Because you know they've done it before, you know what they're doing, so they're going to meet these goals. You encourage them. You delegate it, and you also encourage them with psychologically coming around saying, well done, keep going, this looks amazing. Do you understand? So there we've covered two now. We've covered now contingency and situational, using Fiedler's theory and also path goal theory. So now we need to look at... Good. So now, because the question is very specific, because it says covers situational, contingency and systems. And it says cover those and apply. So you have to answer that question, otherwise you don't get through. So what is the systems approach saying? The systems approach is really, it's geared towards action orientated and overall goals and a strategy of the organisation. And there are many different levels, but we look at the 4 main levels of the systems approach, which is say, take the overall strategy, and then the cognitive system method, the type of leadership style that you need for that action orientated change, that strategy of the company, which leads down into the individual and organisation in terms of getting people to do what you want, to meet your goals and strategy, without you having to tell them twice. And also, without you having to say, can you work extra to do this, can you do this? So that they are motivated to do this. And then this leads into the fundamental assumptions, systems and models, and the processes. No, sorry, can you come off that phone, please? Don't. I know, stop. So, okay. So, with the fundamental systems and models, it's the processes and practices of the organisation. Okay? So here, you need to explain this and go into more detail. There's a big document here in terms of going into, but not too much detail, because remember, we're wanting about 500-600 words. Then the next thing you need to do is to apply it to the case study in Tesco's. So you could apply it in 3 ways. You could apply it in terms of, in 2015, Tesco's made a pre-tax loss of 6.4 billion. What did they do after that? Well, Tesco's have bought Booker's, and Booker's have Londis. So now they are actually using Tesco's goods and products to sell through Londis to compete with Lidl and Aldi. Okay? So, and how is Booker's and Londis being incorporated? What type of strategy do you want? The strategy is to have more turnover of Tesco's products to get more profit margin, so that you can increase your sales, so you can have pre-tax profits instead of pre-tax losses. But how does that all work? How do you get that to work? Where now Tesco's products are going into Booker's. Now all the Tesco's systems and IT systems, how do you get the systems whereby Tesco's products are now coming into Londis stores and so on and so forth? How do you get it? How do you get the people to work your way? How do you change things around? How does this all take place? Do you understand? But the systems approach is, in terms of systems, in terms of inputs, transformation process, and outputs, it's an open system, and this open system, for big change, transformational change, you need transformational leadership styles, transformational, motivational, inspirational, with a mission, a vision, a passion, a determination to get these things done. Otherwise, the success in terms of incorporating bookers into this won't happen. Even the scenario of Tesco's closing down 2 big distribution centres, closing down these distribution centres is a big issue. How do they do it? Or even when they launched Tesco's Direct, how did they launch Tesco's Direct? With their delivery vans, with their new staff, with the new website, with the internet. How was all this implemented? Is it just going to be an autocratic style? No. Democratic style? No. You can't have everyone deciding what's going to happen. Participative? Laissez-faire, you can't let people just get on and do it. It's going to have to be transformational. Laissez-faire to a degree where you let people get on and do it in responsible positions where they're the experts in that area, but the leadership from the top is going to be transformational leadership style. Yes? Given that scenario. Okay. Have I answered the question?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you for your time. Any other questions? Okay, thank you from Mr. Tan.